And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. The Volunteers will kick it away first. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Vanderbilt's offense will have first crack at this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the back pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. So here is the Tennessee offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Vols have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
Yeah,
turning it on! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. And take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Got his man quickly. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. Finds his man. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Thorne. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Now Vandy. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Complete to start this drive.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Second down coming up. Trying play action. Extending the play. Complete to the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. What a play there, and he rips Rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Thorne. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Kennedy. It's complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, it's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the en route there.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. And the Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. Straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Kennedy. Lost one deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Hands it off on the counter. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Doors.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. The give out of the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Commodores will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pucks it out of the air. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Release to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's looking to throw. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Volunteers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Thrust that arm out. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Wants to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. He wants to throw it again. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Commodores. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. Breaks the tackle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Vols line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of it.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football.
He'll try to take it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Goes to the option. Got a little space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Kennedy. Quickly complete.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. On the option. The pitch. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Vandy. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Zings it complete to the right. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Turning it on. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Once he got some room, it was over. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off play action. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Commodores looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Doors! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the outside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All alone, he's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thorne. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's open on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And the pressure gets home, and it... It's really easy to get caught up